Ripley's Believe It or Not! Exclamation mark. Letter R. Dare to look. Robert Ripley, an American icon. We've been out and about. Here at Ripley's, we're inquisitive. Every second of every day, we've got our ears to the ground, eyes peeled, and fingers flicking through files and every kind of social media, only stopping short of sniffer dogs in the pursuit of a barely believable truth or a person with a life more extraordinary. Join our world. Ripley's Aquarium of Canada. Jellyfish, stingray, piranha, pufferfish, giant Pacific octopus, sand tiger shark. Werewolf sisters. Good hair day. Sharp end. Head in a book. Designer monkey wearing a tiny shearling coat and a diaper. Completely nuts. This nutty squirrel became trapped in a storm drain in the middle of a road in Germany. It tried to squeeze through a small hole in the drain, but managed to fit only its head through before getting stuck. Flower power. Fake family. Evil clown. Mini nun. Model babies. Parents can now hold their baby before it is born thanks to a technique that uses a 3D printer. Hot lips. To attract pollinating butterflies and hummingbirds, the small white flowers of this shrub are surrounded by large red leaves that look like a pair of luscious lips. Chocolate babies. Dressing the dead. Yosemite firefall. At 9 p.m. almost every summer night for 96 years, burning hot embers from wood fires were dropped 3,000 feet from the top of Glacier Point in California's Yosemite National Park to the valley below. Stone forest. Ugly contest. Contestants in Spain twist and distort their eyes and mouths into hideous poses in a bid to scare and impress the judges as to who can make the ugliest face. Stranded goats. Inland beach. Nose plugs. Greedy tree. Ghost skulls. Towering Inferno. In September 2012, filmmaker Chris Tangi was scouting movie locations in Alice Springs, Australia, when he captured a fire tornado on camera. Corpse Bride. Red Lake. Hive of activity. Collecting the precious honeycomb can take several hours. The harvesters use simple bamboo sticks. Ring Road. There are over 10 million bricks in the Empire State Building. Remote access. Jellyfish Lake. Don't look down. A house appears to have dropped onto the top of the University of California, San Diego, and stuck 7 stories up. But it's actually a project by an artist. Timber Underworld. Animals. Catcopter. After his pet tabby cat was killed by a car, Dutch artist Bart Jansen turned the animal's body into a radio-controlled flying model helicopter. Cat flap. Easy Rider. Glass wings. The glass-winged butterfly of Central America has translucent wings that appear to be made of glass. Double Trouble, the two-headed California king snake at San Diego Zoo presents a headache for keepers at feeding time. No nose. Hard to swallow. Ant bridge. Birds of a feather. The normal looking bird on the left seems puzzled as to why her 6-month-old offspring resembles a feather duster. Green bottle bubbles. Cyclops goat. Shark whisperer. Feeding frenzy. Animal whisperers. Split personality. Venus, a cat from North Carolina, has become a celebrity on Facebook because her face appears to be perfectly divided into two halves. Her face is half black and half calico. Python passenger. Happy snap. This image of a hapless garfish jumping straight into the jaws of a hungry alligator. in Florida's Mayaca River. Doggy Driver, Spider Rider, Surf's Pup, a world record 17 dogs squeezed onto a single surfboard during the 2012 Lowe's Coronado Bay Resort Surf Dog Competition in California. Duck Drive, Double Trouble, a pig in China was born with two mouths. Illuminated creatures, animal cannibals, freaky fish, porcupine attack, frequent flyer. Oscar the dog has visited more than 30 countries in 3 years, flying twice the circumference of the earth, and taking in such landmarks as the Great Wall of China, the Eiffel Tower in France, and the Golden Gate Bridge in California. Record tongue, snowboarding opossum, sports, belly flop. The 16th annual Colorado College Belly Flop Contest landed with a splash at Waterworld outside Denver. Smurf support, crack climbers, cow race, gentle ogre, fall guys, daredevil kayakers from South Africa and Sandrevo of the USA paddled up to the very tip of the world's largest waterfall, the Victoria Falls, knowing that one slip would send them plunging more than 350 feet over the falls. Soccer Barbie, pillow fight, mud run. Covered from head to toe in thick muck, a bearded athlete battles his way through the 2012 Bluegrass Mud Run. Bulging biceps, high hump, dolphin jetpack, body, giraffe women, fish supper, human checkerboard, longest beard. Zach Wilcox from Carson City, Nevada, grew his beard for 41 years so that by 1922 it was 12 feet 9 inches long. Man with two mouths. Albino family. Twisted face. Champion Gummer Tang can twist and distort his face to such extremes that he can bite his own nose. Long in the tongue, eye-popping. Toe switch. King of Ink Land. Spherical cysts. Comic cuts. What moose? Extra grip. Wolf boy. Popular culture. Hobbit hole. Lord of the Rings fan Jeremy Telford built his very own hobbit hole out of 2,600 balloons. Feel the pinch. Californian artist Lauren Jacobs has designed a bra that pinches because it's in the shape of a crab, complete with claws. Hair raising. Transport. Bridge fire. Fishy passenger. Bone idol. Biker Phil Boxell has ridden more than 32,000 miles around the United Kingdom on his Yamaha with a human skeleton as his passenger. Bought on eBay, Sid Bones has ridden everywhere with Phil for more than 4 years. Truck pileup. Mass burnout. Painted Bentley. Balancing act. Near misses. Amazing escape. Near miss. Car wrecker. Cliffhanger. Crazy crossing. Feats. Volcano chaser. You had to dodge rocks big enough to kill you that are moving at terminal velocity past you every minute. Flying high. On July 28, 2011, children in Gaza, Palestine flew a record number of 12,350 kites simultaneously along a 1.2-mile stretch of beach. Shoulder strength. One gigantic leap. The Red Bull Stratus mission provided science with the first data showing what happens to the human body during supersonic freefall. Mountain skater. Wacky whiskers. More than 150 competitors exhibited their carefully crafted facial hair at the 2012 European Beard and Mustache Championship in France. Smashing time. Clean getaway. Urban climbing. Young people in Moscow are playing a game that is every bit as scary as Russian roulette. It's called extreme urban climbing, and it involves scaling as high as 1,000 feet up the sides of the city's tallest structures. Triathlon juggler. Pinned skin. Kevin Mercado from Puerto Rico smashed his way through the pain barrier to pin a new Ripley record 161 closed pegs to his face, and he did it in the dark. Raw strength, body pulling, quick off the mark, extreme juggling, changing faces, digitally altered, shell shock, face spook, mobile phones. To encourage visitors to learn more about cows, dairy farmer Jane Barnes from England painted the side of Lady Shamrock, her 8-year-old, with a QR code. When people scan the cow's digital barcode with their smartphone, they are directed to a blog that details her lifestyle and also the farmer's daily routine. Human flowers. Take a close look at these beautiful flowers and plants. The petals and stems are made from human bodies. Milking. Fishy business. Art. Bizarre body paint. In the bizarre world of 19-year-old Japanese artist, the skin on human feet is laced together. A belly has real buttons, and a zipper runs up the length of a person's back. Living wall. Fallen heroes. Street art. Spilled milk. Sealed with a kiss. Art Barbie. Human bodywork. Living drawings. Toy Sculptures. Australian artist Freya Jovens has created more than 30 sculptures of famous and imaginary figures out of recycled plastic toys. Ball games. This mysterious giant red ball has been appearing in bizarre urban locations all around the world. The man behind its appearance is New York artist Kurt Persky, who has inflated the 15-foot high, 250-pound ball in cities all over the world. Striking images. Chain dogs. Food. Creepy cakes. The world's most gruesome cake shop popped up in the Pathology Museum in London, England. It featured such creepy confectionery as a bleeding heart perched on a wedding cake, a stitched skin celebration cake, and cupcakes made using a range of toppings. Coke wave. That's quackers. Water bugs. Lickable wallpaper. Duck heads. Pumpkin zombies. Chocolate record. Chicken guts. Breaking the mold. Green honey. Bug pizza. Say cheese. Lizard filling. Extraordinary. Sweet snake. Local grub. Burger mummy. Beyond belief. Skateboarding cat. Hothead. Odd marriages. A donkey wedding. At a festival in Spain to celebrate St. Anthony, the patron saint of animals. Groom Isadora Rodriguez chose as his beautiful bride his donkey Matilda. Rap artists. Tall people. Best friends. Space chicken. Wearing a knitted spacesuit and helmet and with a modified lunchbox as a spacecraft, Camilla the rubber chicken floated to the edge of space in March 2012 to test levels of radiation during an intense solar storm. Drunken moose. Licked bottom. Vanishing axe. Lobster boy. Grady Stiles from Pittsburgh was born in 1937 with two claw-like fingers on each hand. He was the sixth member of his family to be born with this condition, where the fingers and toes fused together. He became known as the Lobster Boy. Dressed crab, hanging around, headbanger, zip it, lion dog, tattoo ride. The end. Ripley's Believe It or Not! Exclamation mark. Letter R. Dare to look.